One day I went to the supermarket. 袋いりますか？大丈夫です。いりません。And the staff looked at my girlfriend and asked her, 袋いりますか？もういらないって言ってますが。If you feel like you're bad at English or you don't feel confident when speaking English, I'm here to tell you that it's not your fault, and it actually might be the people around you that are giving you that feeling. What is up, guys? It's Jacob, and it is 2025, and we're back on YouTube. Thank you guys for being here. If you're new here, please subscribe, and we will talk more about English learning and life in Japan and Canada. This year, I want to talk about a new method for learning English and learning communication in general. I've been an English teacher for 5 years now, and I've been learning Japanese for about 8 years, and I finally realized listening is probably the most important skill when it comes to mastering English. Just let me explain, okay? I think the most important thing to know is the reason you guys think, oh, I'm terrible at English, is maybe not because of your English level. It might be because the person you're speaking to is not listening properly. And that's not your fault. This happens even in Japanese situations. For example, one day I went to the supermarket. This has happened maybe 5 times. And I was actually with my girlfriend at the time. And of course, we went to the checkout, and the supermarket lady asked me in Japanese, of course, 袋いりますか? And I said, 大丈夫です。いりません. And the staff looked at my girlfriend and asked her, 袋いりますか? And we were both so confused. Like, I already said, and then my girlfriend got a little bit angry. She was like, もういらないって言ってますが. And I thought that situation was so weird. Why did that happen? もう普通の日本語で話してるのに、なんで聞いてないんだろうと思って。でもやっぱり、その店員さんが多分、ジェイクの顔で日本語できないと思っちゃって、多分英語で話す準備してたから、彼女が日本人だから、ジェイクが袋いりますかっていう質問わからなくて、彼女が答えてくれるかなと思っちゃって、ジェイクが言ってる言葉を聞いてなかったと思う。So it's not that my Japanese was bad in that situation. It was just the other person was not prepared for a response in Japanese, so they were not listening. And they were blocking out. Maybe she was panicking. Oh my gosh, he's gonna change to English. I don't know. But I want to let you guys know this happens all the time, even in English. I'll be talking with my mom, and she's on the computer. So I'm like, hey mom, are we meeting for dinner at 7 tonight? And she's like, right. I'm like, so 7 is okay. And she said, oh, what did you say? And this kind of situation is just not listening. This is not an English level problem. The most important thing you guys can do is find friends who are good listeners. This is in Japanese or in English. I am half Vietnamese and half Canadian. My dad was not fluent in English when he first came to Canada, but my mom is actually a very, very good listener. So even if his English is not perfect, she was listening the whole time. And she would ask, oh, can you say that again? Or, oh, I didn't hear what you said. Can you say that again? That is an example of a good listener. If you have a bad experience at a restaurant, or if you have a bad experience at a cafe, it might be because the other person is not listening. だから日本語でもこういうの問題見たことある。5年前ぐらいタピオカがすっごい流行ってたでしょ？タピオカ飲んだことない人は多分頼み方わからないんじゃない？甘さとか砂糖どのぐらい入れるか、氷いるかいらないかとか、パールにするか、ゼリーにするか、なんか初めて頼んでる人はわからないでしょ？もしかしてジェフがちゃんと聞いてなかったら、なんかシステムもわからないし、もうこれはリスニングだけじゃなくて、 なんか海外とかに行くときに、やっぱり前にいる人の真似した方がいい。例えば、どんな質問されてるか、なんかちょっと準備した方がいいと思う。前にいる人が、砂糖75%とかで、なんか氷少なめって言ってるのが、ちゃんと聞いてたら、僕も、あ、こういう質問もされるんだって気づいたら、ちゃんと話せるようになる。So you guys pay attention, look around you. This is also listening. We listen with our ears. We also listen with our eyes. We collect information with our eyes. Here's another example for me, and I will explain this in Japanese. 7年前ぐらいに18歳、19歳ぐらいの時に、あんまり日本語できなかったから、やっぱり店員と話すのはちょっと不安があって、ラーメン食べに行こうかなと思って、ラーメンだとチケットだけ買って大丈夫かなと思って、まあ、家系ラーメン食べに行って、チケット出して、いきなり、麺の硬さはどうしますかって言われて。麺の硬さはどうしますか ?What is she asking me? Oh my god, what is she asking me? はい。で、店員さんが多分ギブアップしたの。諦めて、まあ、ラーメンが出てきたんだけど、I didn't know what she was asking me. So the next time I went, I really watched the other people when they ordered. なんかもしかしてなんか質問されたら、なんかどういう質問になるとか。で、ちゃんと見ててから、隣の人が固めで、普通で、少なめでって言ってから、Oh, he said three different things. 麺の硬さどうしますかって言われたら、固めでお願いします。濃いめかあさりかどうしますか？普通でお願いします。はい、わかりました。油はどうしますか？ What did he say? 少なめでお願いします。はい、わかりました。Then they went back to the kitchen and I was like, did I just answer all those questions? Like, okay? I just copied the guy beside me. And we're obviously gonna have the exact same ramen. But I was like, I have no idea what questions she asked. I just copied exactly what he said. So I asked my friends, when you go for Ieke ramen, what kind of questions do they ask you? And they're like, oh, they're gonna ask for the firmness of the noodles and, like the strong taste, the rich flavor, or the weaker flavor, and then how much fat do you want? And I was like, okay, now my response makes so much sense. This year's advice is use all the information you have, not just the words, not just vocabulary or grammar. Use your eyes, use your ears, and then we can speak. Even if we just have to copy the person beside us, that's totally fine. If you go to Starbucks, the person in front of you, they're going to ask you, would you like it to go? Would you like it for here? お持ち帰りか店内で They're going to ask you these questions. So you just need to be prepared for the system. If you're prepared for the questions, we can be prepared to answer. Just like a job interview. So treat every situation like a job interview this year. まあ、ストレスになっちゃうかもしれないけど Use your ears, use your brain, and then we can speak. And also use your eyes. So my biggest piece of advice this year for studying English is look at all the people around you. Look at their body language. Listen to what they're saying. Listen to what questions people are asking them. Use any detail you can. Collect as much information as you can, and you'll have a much better experience with communicating in English and even in Japanese. Be a good listener, okay? Anyways, that is my advice for you guys in 2025. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to know, please comment below and subscribe, and I will be back with more of my ちょっと stories and experiences in both English and Japanese. Thank you. 今日ラーメンにしようかな、マジで。疲れた。